What's up and welcome back. I watched The Walking Dead Dead City, so you know what this is. This is a recap of The Walking Dead Dead City. I'm John Stark from MacMoveGuy.com, and I am a blind film critic, so I usually watch things with audio description. However, AMC doesn't like me, and The Walking Dead hates me. Even though I've been watching The Walking Dead from day one, I'm a very devoted fan. I'm so devoted that I'm trying to understand this show without audio description as a blind person. Next time you try to watch a Walking Dead episode, close your eyes. Tell me if you think you understand what the hell's going on. Especially in this episode, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I'm just gonna be totally honest. Yeah. So we have they're finally gonna go in after the Croat. It's episode 4. Spoilers, by the way. I think I put the spoiler warning in the title. So, you've been warned. They're finally going in after the Croat. They've gotten enough energy, gumption, to go in. And Negan thinks he has a way to draw them out. And they go in. And before, of course, there's that whole, hey, what happened to that other guy? And Negan's just like, I don't know. And Maggie pulls him aside and is like, they find a room and I don't know what she showed him or whatever, because he's like, don't look at me, don't act like you've never, don't act like you've never done anything like this, yeah, so, and I think she realizes that probably she has to stay alive. Negan doesn't even bother explaining to Maggie because he just knows. It doesn't really matter. If Maggie just knows, well, Negan killed somebody else again, who cares why? I mean, it could have been in self-defense, but it doesn't matter, And then they march out, and the Croat is, I don't know. There was some stuff that happened in the episode that I found out about because I watched this on AMC Plus. And they get the little featurette from the executive producer or whatever. He talks about the episode, and there was a girl in a cage and some other stuff, and Maggie looked at the girl in the cage, and just a whole bunch of moments I totally missed. Basically, there's some sort of clusterfuck with walkers that lasts for 10 minutes, and I don't even know the new characters well enough to know who they are or if any of them died. I know that there's Maggie, there's Negan, there's the Croat, and then there's the cop. And there's Herschel. And then there's some other people. And we didn't spend nearly enough time with this gang for me to care or know about any of them. So, true story. But finally we do get to the scene where the Croat sees Negan, and he's like, Negan was safe here, what are you doing? Why you think because you showed my ear off, I don't like you? Why you with the widow? I was like, what is this dude's accent? What are we doing with this? What is this accent? What's happening with the Croat? And it goes back to this flashback episode, and the best part of the episode is the fact that we do get a nice little taste of back in the Savior days, even with a very special cameo from Stephen Ogg, who comes back for the episode, which I thought was super cool. Just to show people, oh, these are back in the Savior days. Remember this guy? Remember when this guy was here? Yeah, so Stephen Ogg's back, and he's telling Negan, he's like, I don't know, the Croat, gotta get in there and get Croat. And apparently the Croat just killed some little girl or something and tortured her to death. Guy's a weirdo. Negan's like, this is the moment where Negan's like, I don't know what to do with this. This is a bit much even for me. Yeah, so that was our flashback moment. And apparently there's some sort of symbolization there, because there's a girl in a cage, and there's all these walkers around her. I don't know. Anyway, I couldn't understand that scene because I'm blind and the show doesn't have audio description, and I hate AMC for that. It's really funny that they actually have a free subscription from them, from AMC Plus, because of their lack of accessibility. They were like, whoa, why don't we give you a year of it just so you can try it out? And I'm like, so you're going to give me a year to call you guys out on YouTube about your shitty accessibility and how you hate blind people? Cool. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, if you were really making any, an effort, you would put audio description on the show. It's a brand new show. You knew it was coming. It's supposed to be a big show for you guys. I think these Walking Dead spinoffs are supposed to extend the life of the Walking Dead franchise. I would think you would want people to watch this. It's odd because they put it on Tales for the Walking Dead, which was not something I needed in my life. But finally I get to a Negan and Maggie spinoff. No audio description. Well, fuck you then. So I was hoping these Walking Dead spinoffs would at least have it. Nope. So I get to do this every week where I get to confusedly talk about Walking Dead Dead City, and I'm not stopping because it's important for people to know what it's like for blind people to watch movies and television when they can't see. I used to be able to see. I saw all the way up until about when Rick left the show. It was about the same time on Walking Dead. So I have all that built into my brain of what all these characters look like, who they are. I understand the character dynamic. And after that, it was me reading a lot of recaps and trying to figure out what's going on. And it's exhausting. And I should just have audio description like other shows. Like Stranger Things, which is the shirt I'm wearing. I can understand that perfectly. This show was garbled nonsense for like 45 minutes, basically. I picked up a few couple things. This is the least intelligible episode so far. And because of that, it's going to affect my grade. I thought it was cool that Negan was getting him with the whistle, which is the same way that they knew the Croat was with Negan. And the first time he just used the whistle right back against him. I mean, there's some stuff here that I like. I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I hate tanking the grade on this episode, but I'm gonna drop it down to a B-. This is the lowest grade I've given the show so far. It's the lowest grade I've given like a Walking Dead show in a long time. So, anyway, please put audio description AMC Plus. Thank you. And stop discriminating against the visually impaired by continuing to create and support content that is inaccessible. Thanks. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, click subscribe so we can continue to talk about Walking Dead in the weirdest possible way possible. I will see you guys next week with episode 5. Until next time, I'll see you guys on the other side.